What are they hiding in the Denver airport? Denver Airport has been at the center of controversy and conspiracy ever since it opened. From the giant blue horse nicknamed Blucifer to its swastika design runway, it's as if the airport is trying to hide something in plain sight. Originally, it was scheduled to be open in 1993, but it was delayed by 2 years and ran over budget by more than $2 billion. It was reported that the delay was caused by people who were in charge when they kept hiring and firing contractors, keeping the full layout of the airport a secret. Furthermore, it was reported that there were at least 6 different underground levels and 5 actual buildings sitting under the airport. However, it remains heavily guarded, and the true purpose of these facilities remain unknown. But perhaps the strangest thing is that when you enter the airport, you can find a plaque that reads the New World Airport Commission. However, if you go look it up, it doesn't exist.
Denver Airport is pretty sus. I mean the murals and the symbolism of the New World Order.
There's no way this is true.
Don't do it.
You think Stevie Wonder can see?
Listen, I'm saying we lived in a building together. I'm coming to the first floor that day. Stevie got in. I'm standing in the corner. I didn't say nothing. And he looked over and he's like, "What up, Big Diesel?" And he turned his head, hit his button, and got off.
What y'all don't know, Stevie can see. Stevie flew me to Tobago one time for a jazz festival that he was producing. And I'm on stage with Chris Tucker and Johnny Gill. Stevie walks on stage, walks to me, looks me dead in my eye and says, "Anthony, get me to a piano." I was like, "Stevie, well, hell, if you just walked to me, you could have walked to the piano."
You let Stevie Wonder drive your snowmobile. Now,
I was at the Caribou Ranch in Netherlands, and I was recording. It was
okay.
thick snow, and Stevie wanted to go out on a snowmobile. And we thought, okay, that's another rival gone.
What if I told you guys that part of the ancient Egyptian empire was in the Americas?
Then I'd say you're full of shit.
Fact number 1, our national parks. Let's take a look at places like the Grand Canyon.
Sweet baby Jesus. Here he's trying to convince you that the Isis temple feature at the Grand Canyon was an Egyptian pyramid or something, but I'm pretty sure this is just because he Googled places with Egyptian sounding names in the United States and then went from there. Anyone in their right mind knows that this isn't a pyramid, but if you need me to prove it to you, then here it is. It has all the exact same sandstone layers at the same levels that the surrounding canyon does. You can literally see the Coconino sandstone cap on this, as well as the bands of the same sandstone at the same level around the sides of the canyon. You baffle me. What's your next point?
For those of you who've been with me for a while, I made a video a while back known as the melted buildings theory.
For those of you who've been with me for a while, you'll know that I debunked that shitty theory.
But what if this is an Egyptian arch that was destroyed? You can see runoff patterns coming down.
Of course you can see runoff patterns coming down, because it was eroded by fucking water, You can literally see the same sandstone layers in this arch that you can on the parent rock in the picture that you're using as an example. Oh my god.
Ezekiel 22:21. Yea, I will gather you and blow upon you in the fire of my wrath, and ye shall be melted in the midst thereof.
Neat.
Traces of cocaine and nicotine found in some Egyptian mummies have led some to speculate that ancient Egypt may have traveled to the New World.
Ah, the remains of Henatawi. This is an interesting one. I'll cover this in more detail in another video, but here's what you need to know for now. While initial toxicological analysis of this mummy suggested that there may be the presence of some nose candy, subsequent analyses proved completely inconclusive. However, the subsequent analyses did prove that there was nicotine, which some theorize may be because the mummy was contaminated because when it was discovered, everyone was smoking. This may just be contamination from archaeologists with cigarettes and not an indication that the mummy liked to spark a dart every once in a while.
When are people going to realize Haru is patterned after the Palomando falcon, which is a bird that's only indigenous to the Americas?
They're not going to realize that no matter how many times you quote yourself. Egyptologists believe that Horus is based on the Lanner falcon, because it's a falcon that's indigenous to North Africa. Stop just saying things and expecting them to be right. And just keeps looking at sandstone erosion features and claiming they're pyramids or statues or something. I refuse to subject you guys to any more of that bullshit.
We hear about the Princess Diana theory. Princess Diana, right? Yeah. She's the wife of the king right now. Yeah. King Charles. Before, when she was still a princess and Prince Charles was still a prince, there was claims that Princess Diana used to cheat on him with many men.
Damn. That sucks.
But also, Prince Charles used to have affairs also.
Oh, so they both were cheating?
They both were cheating.
Okay. So
anyways, they got divorced, right?
Yeah.
And after the divorce, the royal family was going to give her security, right? Because she used to be part of the royal family. Okay. If she goes out in the public, she's still like associated somehow. Yeah. She denied all of it, right? Yeah. And she started dating this guy. I think his last name is Fayed, right?
Okay.
Her and Fayed died in a car accident, literally 5 minutes away from the hotel room, right?
Oh, shit.
Now, this is what's crazy. Princess Diana, she wrote a note before she died.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to go to her trusted butler. And in the note, it said, my husband, aka Prince Charles at the time, is trying to kill me. And he is planning a malfunction in my car with the brake system. So I will get in an accident, right?
Okay.
So she wrote that letter before she died. Now, the story goes, they were going down this road. They blamed it on the cameraman at first, like paparazzi, right? Pushed them down this one tunnel. At this tunnel is where the crash happened. And you couldn't see anything that happened because it was enclosed in the tunnel.
Okay.
So celebrity deaths that seem really suspicious to me, part 3. This one I could talk about for days because I've been researching this my whole life, but it's Tupac Shakur. I believe Tupac did fake his own death. Is he in Cuba? I don't know where that man's is, but I do not think that he is in the great beyond. Let me tell you right. So he already got shot once by Biggie. At one point they were friends, but then he got shot and did not trust him. I think he really believed that if he kept going, he was going to get killed. And at point, you do hear interviews where he said he was scared. While he was in jail, he read a book by Machiavelli, who was an author who wrote about faking his own death. I mean, he don't remind you of Stacks from Power though, but that's just a side note. Anyway, after reading this book, he actually went by Machiavelli and made an album called Machiavelli, but he did spell it a different way. That could have been for copyrights, but a lot of people believe that if you unscramble the words, it says K, I'm alive. Also in his song Changes, he says coming back after all these years. A lot of people have cited that they saw him in Cuba. I don't know if that's really true. He was cremated, so we never saw a body at his funeral. And the autopsy photos that we do see, it didn't really look like him, and a lot of his tattoos were missing, which is weird for being shot.
There's a whole thing called the Nickelodeon Creep Club. There's like 6 people who committed a child assault on Nickelodeon's team. So I'm gonna read it out to you. We all know the Dan Schneider guy.
Dan Schneider, yeah, he's like the main.
Yeah, he has the foot fetish. There was a guy who worked for post-production on SpongeBob.
No way.
Who got caught on that show To Catch a Predator. He got caught and then he got rehired.
The Chris Hansen thing?
Yeah, the Chris Hansen thing. And then he got rehired by Nickelodeon to keep doing SpongeBob.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Brian Peck, at the time he was working in Nickelodeon, helping with script writing. There's a video of him with Leonardo DiCaprio. Fucking weirdo look.
Leo, as you know, is the latest, hottest, hunkiest teen idol there is.
Yeah, muscles.
Look, speaking of hunky, huh?
Yeah, he's a little bit touchy there. He's a little bit touchy.
Fam, you know what he worked on?
What?
Scripts for Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. He assaulted somebody, he got rehired, and did it to Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Damn.
I mean, we all know Disney is super dubious.
Alright, so I came out from the woods, we saw an opening, and look what I find here. It's like an old school lock. I don't know. So then, hold on. This is crazy, guys. Found this. Nice little lake, nothing to worry about. But then, here's the kicker. I find this 1987 vehicle registration to a Chase Miller. And then, one bullet, 2 bullets. Now, the bullets weren't fired, so I believe they were placed there as a sign, as a warning, dare I say. I'm gonna look into this Chase Miller, let you know what I find out. But stuff went down here, and I'm wondering if this is what I was supposed to find or if there's something greater. I'll keep you in the loop.
Did Vladimir Putin just show the world that Jesus is a black man?
Is Avril Lavigne dead? The theory states Avril Lavigne took her own life after her grandfather passed away. Before all of this, Melissa was hired for paparazzi because Avril just wanted to make music. Avril had one of the most successful albums called Let Go. This is with Skater Boy, Complicated, and it was like pop punk. She was known for the trousers. But then this album came out and she's wearing a tutu. Her look began to change, and then the pictures of Avril and Melissa, then you begin to realize the new music fits more with Melissa. In her first album, Let Go, she basically had a photo shoot, everything was black and white, with all of the lyrics written down by hand. The photo shoot had nothing glam in it, and it was just authentic, which is why I think Avril had such a successful career. But then she kind of changed to this. And people can evolve, but handwritings do not evolve. Whatever your handwriting is in 4th grade is probably going to be the same when you're 24. It was always like this, kind of cursive, then it changed to this. Just take a closer look. They say Avril Lavigne's death was in 2003, and this album came out in 2004. If you're a true Avril fan, I feel like you would understand where I'm coming from.
As I promised, let's talk about Anonymous. Before I get started, please like and comment so it doesn't get shadow banned. Anonymous is an organization that exposes secrets about governments and they just see injustice and then speak out against it. Anonymous has revealed many things over the course of history. So let's go over some of these before I get into what they revealed yesterday. So Anonymous kind of started in 2006 and 2007. It started with the Hal Turner raid. He was a radio host, and a group identified as Anonymous started hacking his site. It cost him thousands of dollars. And he tried to sue, but could never sue anyone because no one knew who did it. Then there was the Chris Forkand arrest. They released the information on his arrest and how he was a sexual predator. As a result, he got put to trial, which was good. Then in 2008, we had another good act. They did the Project Chainology. This was against the Church of Scientology.
Yep, Anonymous is doing some pretty good work.
Exposing the biggest lies in American history, part 1. You guys really expect me to believe that this fat piece of lard flopped its way to Pakistan and killed Osama bin Laden? Nice try, America.
Well, this guy confused the Rich Seal. Because probably they were talking about military seals.
Hey, I know you're a fucking mimic. I've seen you all over TikTok and stuff like that. If you want to mimic my voice, that's fine. But if you're going to live under here, you at least have to pay rent. You got it? Fuck you. No, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Alright, I'm kind of freaking out a little bit. I am cleaning. Ignore this, my band-aid wouldn't stay on, so I taped it. But in the middle of cleaning, I hear like a door shut. And I'm whispering because I'm kind of weirded out. Louis in the living room by himself, but I hear this door slam, and then I swear I thought I heard like me say like hello or hey or something. So I'm trying to wait and see if it does it again because I'm a nervous laugher, so
Yo, no one's home right now, and I'm telling you right now, there's someone mimicking my girl's voice. Shh.
it's me! Let me in! Let me in! Why don't you let me in?
It doesn't matter if you're a skinwalker, if you're a spirit, if you're a mimic. If you're living, you have to pay the rent. That's it.
This is the secret to remembering everything. You can remember literally everything. What's one piece of content after you've seen it, you just remember the rest of your life?
Something cursed. I don't know.
Something scary and something that spikes your adrenaline. Now check this out. There's a theory that adrenaline spikes in our body make us remember things so vividly. Any single time you felt embarrassed, you're in danger, how well do you remember that moment?
That's why they come up.
Super well, right? Now in the Middle Ages, bro, after teaching kids in the Middle Ages, the elders would throw kids into a freezing river to spike their adrenaline. They found out that spiking their adrenaline will make them remember and retain all of the information in their head.
I'm back, and I'm here to sell my Illuminati card game with starter pack.
Holy shit, I never thought I'd see this in real life. This card game came out in 1995, and there's people out there that believe that not only does it predict the future, but it predicted 9/11.
What?
Oh, this is giving me goosebumps just looking at it. Check that out. That's what I'm talking about.
So how do you play this?
That's the scary part, man. We're already playing it. Check this out. Donald Trump presidency, pandemic, BLM, riot, and Capitol storming.
You're kind of freaking me out. Do you think the cards are going to predict something in the future?
Man, I hope not, because all we got left is meteor strike, hell on earth, and zombie apocalypse.
That's all heebie-bejeebies, but a second ago you said it was rare, so it's got to be worth some money?
We actually don't sell board games here or card games, so you're looking at $5.
Is there a card in there that predicts when I'll get more than $5?
Have you ever heard of the thing? The Apple logo theory?
Oh, with Adam and Eve?
Yeah.
The apple.
So the apple,
bite.
so the bite on the apple is supposed to symbolize the Adam and Eve eating out of the forbidden fruit, right?
And you know what the apple is?
Yeah, it's technology, right?
No, the apple is knowledge.
Yeah, the knowledge.
Yeah,
Because what do smartphones and computers do? They give us knowledge.
Biting into that apple is like that knowledge, and that's what they attached it to subconsciously.
And the dark, like, super dark thing, because you know in Terminator, you said before, like technology was like the downfall of man, right?
Yeah. But you know what? I think it's inevitable anyways. Here's what I think, right? We're already cyborgs in a sense.
Like guinea pigs type thing?
No, we're already cyborgs in the sense that part of life is technology.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
just like a bird has a nest with branches.
Yeah.
Just like a turtle has a shell. Low-key, we have technology and we use it every day. It's part of us now. It's almost like we're cyborgs.
For some people, what's the first thing they do when they wake up?
Pick up their phone. Exactly.
I agree. Technology is embedded so deeply in our roots.